Alright, y'all, this is episode 17, DUI podcast. I'm 1/3 Dynasty, the man nobody asked for. To my right, we got Camera the Scammer.
So we're not going. Okay.
Camera the Scammer. He had a whole episode based on himself last week. Dedication. Shouts to my brother.
Yeah.
To the left of me, we got Quan, aka a sugar baby's dream. It's always the time to shine, my brother.
I accept. You know what? A sugar baby's dream.
You know what I mean?
A sugar baby's dream.
Yeah.
Boy, I swear to God, he be coming up with some crazy ass.
Man, this nigga is
It's really quick with it.
That type of money, bro.
I just want y'all to live y'all truths. That's all.
That's not. Wait, talking about. Nah, that's not my truth. That's not my truth at all. No, it's not. First of all, I'm frugal as hell. Alright.
Says dog, you literally came in here with a Balenciaga bubble coat.
Oh,
They got bubble coats.
they probably do. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, and you own 3 of them.
I've never. So. Nah. Not at all. Where's my? Okay.
And then of course, in the back, the man that you will never see.
They seen him already.
Yeah, except for that one episode, they saw him.
I mean,
So how are we 1/3 and you introduce 4 people?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
because there's always other people. Just aside from the main people, there's always production. Think about it. Okay, does 85 South introduce all the cameramen? Do they introduce
He's not even the cameraman. He gives his opinion. He talks.
He's a talking cameraman.
Oh, right.
I mean, he handles production. Well, part of production.
Bruh, he literally just tells you when time is to change the battery.
Wow.
also you
Wow. It sounds to me like you trying to downplay what this man does.
I'm not trying to downplay.
I want you to know I never tried to downplay with you.
I'm not trying.
I just wanted
no,
you
not
to
even
feel
close.
a part
Without
of it.
him, how would we know when to start wrapping up?
I appreciate
I know we do.
Exactly. So why do we not add him to the count?
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure.
No. You just said all
First
that
of all,
bitch do
yeah.
is.
Whoa.
You
Time
talking
out. I never said bitch, first off. Second off.
Okay, but the rest is true.
I felt like you said bitch.
I read between the lines.
there was no rhyme in between that shit. Huh?
It did seem as though it was a little itchy.
No, not at all. It would never be that. I would never try that.
I
But
can't
all
tell
I'm
you.
saying is that, you know, he is part of DUI. Like, he is he's
Yes, I mean, yes, he's look, he is a vital piece.
to DUI.
So we can't be 1/4.
Fourth, exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Quick math.
Like, he's been on
I'm not good at
camera.
math.
Small day education. I blame.
Write me a pie chart.
Damn, that's bad.
Well, Mr. IB program.
I wasn't not.
I know.
Well, not one math class at least.
Any classes? He was in like IBPE.
No, AP actually.
You have APP.
No, AP literature
Oh, okay.
and AP psych.
AP whispering.
That's
I mean, they kept
That was
putting me in
good.
AP classes. That shit was terrible.
Yeah.
Since you wanna joke about
Fucking yin yang twin over here.
Okay. You heard what I said, nigga. That's what's
Barely. Alright. 1/4.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all we wanted.
Equal opportunity.
Exactly. Just give him his
Give him a
shot.
chance to be a part, man.
Yes.
You
Even though
treat
he's
him
not.
like he's the janitor or some shit.
Even though he's not at the table.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I didn't mean to say
Hey, disclaimer: we don't have anything against janitors.
nothing against
Don't
you.
go
treat the
boycotting
janitor.
the
You treat the
podcast.
janitor like
That's
a
what
janitor.
That nigga don't fuck with janitors.
That's a fact. We do not have anything against custodial
I
technicians.
had all types of
All we're
comments.
saying.
Who is that nigga in the hat that don't fuck with janitors?
All we're
I wish
saying-
you would speak up louder so I could identify him.
All we're saying is that he's 1/4. He's not at the table, but just give him his accolades. That's it.
Well,
That's it.
his name is at the beginning of the episode.
It is.
Yes. I'll let the people know who recorded the episode.
See?
Oh, okay.
So,
But why do we not have him as a part of the team? Why is he not one?
he's a part of the team.
No, you just say always 1/3. You never say 1/4.
You act like teams don't have plenty of people.
They do.
So do you want every podcast to be like, I'm 1/88th?
No, not
I
at all.
feel what you're saying because they say 1/3 of the 85 South show, and Clayton English is an original member.
Facts. And then the DJ, the cameraman.
Want to be the 85 South Show or we DUI the podcast?
We can't be the 85 South show, but we ain't got no couch.
We got a chair.
Got a chair.
How
They
many
got a
people
chair
can-
and a couch.
Got these chairs on the table.
Nah, bro, ain't fucking. We ain't got Marvin Gaye.
That is true.
But
Bring the refrigerator up.
But speaking of production and teams, I got a couple announcements to make. Touched on it last week. I want to talk about it again. From here on out, you will see us as a part of the Sheen Media Group team. You'll see us partnering with Sheen Magazine. Shout out to them. Shout out to Trey. I think that we're going to make some history. We're going to change the landscape around here. I think that you'll be seeing some guests very soon on this podcast, courtesy of us, and you might see some surprise people, courtesy of the team, stepping up from here on out. Also, I want to announce Pyrex Battle League, the family, we the ops, you know how we do. Pyrex next card, in the beginning too. DUI the podcast is on the sponsorship team for that. So who knows? You may see all of us in the building. All 4 of us in the building.
Thank you. That's all we wanted. Damn.
Let me finish. Oh, can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now you won't have energy.
I had it.
Shh. DUI the podcast sponsoring in the beginning too. Some of the names you'll see in that card, you will see Mr. Bay against Coffee Brown, URL Zone, Tunverse, First Lady Flames, Manor Boy vs. Matrix, Lotto B vs. possibly upcoming Rookie of the Year, Rain, Fire, Moon. It's a lot of good battles. That's just 4 of them. I don't want to give everything away. But February 19th, Pyrex Battle League will be in Columbia, and DUI the podcast will be there. Now moving on. What the fuck is up with AB?
Let me I don't know.
Yeah, what's up with your boy?
How was that mom?
He was a Patriot.
How the fuck? Really?
He was.
Yeah.
Nigga,
He never played on the
No, I know
Giants.
that. I know
That's the
that.
one, the giant.
I know that.
You can't afford this shit. You too good.
He might still be on the Giants though.
Yeah, he could be. The bullshit.
Oh, that shit? Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. They don't like.
Bro, listen, y'all dealt
got
with y'all dealt with OBJ shit for like 2 years, bro.
But that's the difference though. AB would be coming there after bullshit.
Right.
He would have had to have showed up before the bullshit, then started that shit. Because OBJ didn't start.
Although coming after OBJ, he probably wouldn't stay long.
No.
It,
No.
Like,
No.
it
Well,
wouldn't
it's
even-
also a different well, not front office, but
Yeah.
coaching.
yeah, personality.
But Judge wouldn't went for it at all.
No.
Oh yeah, nah, Joe wouldn't even.
Not at all.
Nah.
Alright, so-
old school like this.
Do we know what actually happened with
See,
AB?
my thing is,
Because the story that
Hold on.
Regardless-
1/4 of us is speaking.
okay, we forgot about that.
my
Yes.
thing is, allegedly what Arians
That's a strong
Probably
word.
talk-
and the coaching staff got into a disagreement with him about, like, they want him to go in. He said, "No, I'm hurt." And they was like, "When we ask you to go in, we need you to go in."
Mhm.
And little back and forth. And he was like, "Well, if you can't do what we need you to do, then you can't be part of this team." And people gonna automatically side with AB, but it's like, when did you get hurt? Like, did you think you was hurt?
Well,
Or did you do something about it? Because like, I know you know how your body feel, but it's like if you just decided, yeah, I feel like my ankle hurt, but you was just cooking niggas.
Well, he didn't practice like Friday.
But I'm saying that game he was cooked. You don't stop like that.
I want to know if it's confirmed if that's really what happened. Because I heard like 3 different stories.
I heard 2 different stories.
And then see the other thing about it, regardless of what happened is, like, this erratic behavior is still intolerable.
And that's what I was gonna say. Even
if it was like, well, you can't be part of this team.
He 100% right, but still the way he goes.
That was too much though. That
And
was
as a
way
matter
too
of
much.
fact, here's the flaw with even the story that the account that you said. They said that his ankle was apparently hurt. Not the way he was goddamn doing the giddy out the stadium. He was goddamn just hopping all over the place.
And so
How your ankle hurt and you hopping all over the place like that?
It's so many like holes in it. But like my thing is, regardless, and I've said this like literally for years, at a certain point in time, character has to actually matter.
That is a fact.
Like
At some point.
because I mean there could be a number of reasons why he act like this, but the 2 biggest possibilities are he needs some type of mental health, which you should require him to see, or he know he can get away with it, still get paid. So why would I not do it?
Okay, but here's the thing about that though. That is a great point, and that's the reason why Bruce Arians didn't want him in the first fucking place. When Tom first came there, when Tom suggested that, I want AB with me, Bruce was just like, bruh, no, I'm not bringing AB here.
Until Tom was like, first off, I'm Tom Brady. You will bring whoever the fuck I say.
And I mean, in all honesty, regardless of what the truth is, I do feel from like just some of my readings that this won't come down hard on Bruce Arians just because of the fact that everybody knows Tom was the driving force in getting there. So it's like, it was funny. I seen a tweet after it happened, and it was like the first chink in the armor of number 12. And it's not gonna hurt his legacy, but it's one of those things that's like, bruh, he not perfect. Stop idolizing this man.
I mean,
because another thing that doesn't happen a lot is like people forget that with this offense, 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns happened the previous year.
Yep.
Like, and everybody just want to talk about the 30 picks by Jameis, but you know how good your offense got to be to still have 5,000 passing yards and 30 touchdowns, and you also threw 30 picks. Like
5,000 passing yards with 30 picks.
Man, look.
Yeah.
So, but it's crazy, but it's just like even going back to Pittsburgh before the exit, it was like, yo, they gotta demand something, and but historically speaking, NFL, bro, if you can ball, so what, you might have killed a nigga or two.
That is true. Very true. And I think that's the thing that's fucked up AB for so long, is the fact of he was compared to the greats, and it's just
they gonna push you through because you got that ability. You can be that caliber player. So it's like, man, I mean, everybody done messed up before. Like everybody doesn't choose to mess up all the time.
You know what?
It's always something.
Every
and at some point,
year.
like, I do want to say, like, the whole, because I would say he hasn't really been the same since birth. Like, he really hasn't. But I don't blame everything on that hit.
But it sucks that you can't check for CTE until someone dies.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
That right there.
Because that was a player, I don't want to say his name, just because I don't want to get it wrong, say somebody else's name, but there was a player who, this past summer, a former player, from Rock Hill, he was in Rock Hill, and he ended up killing 4 people, if I'm not mistaken. Ended up shooting 4 people. Like, it was a doctor in right here. Went to his house, killed him, his wife, my grandchild, and some other just person. But it was like 4 people that he shot before, taking his own life. And they just recently, maybe a month ago, said his brains like had one of the worst cases of CTE
Damn.
that they seen.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
So it's so many factors, but it's like I say, it's that that character, and like you might not be that person, but the person we see, like we need to start to hold accountable because I mean a lot of this stuff times you can catch it early. If you're a pre-diabetic, it doesn't mean you become diabetic. If you have early symptom Alzheimer's, it doesn't mean you actually get it. It's just how you go about it, and they just like need these little slaps on the wrist.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I do want to transition and say, speaking of players messing up, what are your thoughts on Mike Glennon?
Have fun.
I mean, he was trying.
Wow.
That was a valiant effort, man.
Wow, bro.
I mean, listen,
Just as valiant of an effort as Brady Quinn.
his
He did it. He almost did it in Chicago.
Nah, but I just want to talk about this past week and the greatness, the flashes of greatness he displayed.
2 weeks.
Oh, it's been 2 weeks?
2 weeks. He has got over 100 not 100 rushing yards, 100 pass yards in 2 weeks. Combined.
Set the stage. Go ahead.
I ain't saying shit. I ain't talking shit. It's just depressing. If we're gonna talk about sports, let's talk about basketball.
We'll get there. We're
I'm
still
not
on
talking-
football.
I'm not talking about the NFL. I mean, I'm not talking about the Giants. I'm
Okay.
confused to talk about the Giants.
Fair enough.
We talk about any other team. Talk about the fucking Cowboys. I won't care.
Oh God.
The fact that they just lost to Arizona too. Oh shit.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
Facts.
Talk about that boy TJ Watt.
oh.
One sack away from tying the record. So just give him the record. Like
Exactly. Just give it to him.
my man's like 1 sack, the tie. Just give him the record.
Weird last game.
Ooh.
Baltimore this Sunday.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a
That's the record. The Ravens line is trash.
And I don't think Lamar.
I ain't never seen Lamar get hit this much.
I thought, what's the name was in?
But he definitely gonna get a record.
What's the,
Oh, they putting in, yeah.
because the other
Lamar's not
guys-
playing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Lamar ain't played.
If he don't play, he's definitely getting that record.
Like, he might
If
get
he
in
plays, he
first
probably still
half.
I
Like,
mean, either way, I'm pretty sure either way you can get like one off.
Yeah.
But
the Ravens line being trash. That's why Lamar not in because the line's so trash.
He's like, you know what? I
It
don't
was-
want to die before the playoffs.
Yeah, like,
basically,
Yeah.
Damn.
they might not even make the playoffs. That's crazy.
For
They
real?
lost 5 short.
Damn.
Did they win last week?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
But yeah,
I know.
they were at one
I
point
don't watch
8-3.
NFL like that.
Damn.
Trash.
Yeah, like they done came all the way ass, bro. Like,
Mm.
They're probably better than the Giants. They can score touchdowns.
yeah, I could probably beat the Ravens right now.
No, we can't. We can't score a touchdown. Who gonna score a touchdown?
They can't.
Who gonna throw the ball? Fucking Mike
defense
Glennon?
gonna score.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley.
Y'all
Nah,
defense
he got to
gonna
run the
score.
ball.
Well, you know.
Mighty Mike Glennon.
No, he out for the season. Jake Fromm about to actually start.
Who?
The dude from Georgia.
Oh, Jack Fromm.
Okay.
Nah,
I know he's on the
Giants.
Giants.
They 8-8. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, so
2
they
weeks ago.
definitely, they lost
I
5
want to say
straight
3
games.
weeks ago, and then they shut Daniel
Because
Jones
right
down.
now it's
They picked him up from
They gotta win and need help.
yeah.
All right.
What, it's the top 9 seeds.
7.
7.
So,
So it's Indianapolis and Chargers.
so before we get into basketball, because I know you can't wait. Well, you have, look, of all of us in the room, you got the best team right now. But we're going to get to that. All right, so let's talk We got the college football championship coming up. Obviously, we know how I feel. My team is in it.
Better fucking
So,
win this
yeah, I want to know what y'all got to say.
Y'all better fucking win this championship.
This is y'all only chance.
Bruh, this is really y'all only.
We didn't have a couple chances and fucked up. It ain't our only.
No, some about the way y'all playing.
Exactly, bro. Y'all had the best defense in the country if y'all come together.
It's not even if they do what they basically did.
Every other week aside from when we played Alabama.
Yes.
And Clemson.
Basically.
Yeah.
No. Clemson was good. Clemson.
No, we won, but we need our offense to score too.
No,
remember, our only touchdown was defense. So that's what I'm saying. We were still getting it together. That was week 1.
But y'all still need stops because I know Tyrell is a Georgia fan. And he kept talking about offense. Oh yeah, we need to put JT James in. JT. And it's like my thing.
Not at this point.
I don't think so either. He ain't got his immobility is my thing.
And even if we did, not right now.
And my thing is the offense still, there was some mistakes, but they put up some points. The fact that you gave up 31 points in one fucking half of football.
Dog. I ain't gonna lie, boy. If we fuck around and win, whenever the parade is, I don't care.
You need to be there. What are you talking about?
Do you even know what I'm about to say?
My boy live in Athens.
I'm sorry.
What did y'all think I was about to say?
I didn't say anything. I said,
I thought you weren't about to be there.
No, I said, y'all.
What? No, nigga, let me finish.
All I said was y'all are gonna win.
If we win,
y'all gonna win.
Whenever the parade is, if it's in the week, green coat, I'm calling out. If it's on the weekend, I already told my manager I'm not coming. Cause she a Clemson fan, so she's had her glory. She's had her glory years. She know I'm not coming, cause I've been waiting for us to finally fucking win for so long. Let's go over a couple moments in history.
This is great.
We run out of time against Alabama.
Yep, I remember that one.
We whooping Jalen Hurts' ass. They throw in freshman Tua. We lose.
Yep.
Walk off,
go round 2. That's
we whooping Tua's ass. They throw Jalen back in as if we didn't just whoop his ass last year. He beats us. There's more. What year did y'all lose to LSU in the championship?
2007.
2007. I didn't.
Or 2008.
Whatever year, had we beat LSU, that could have been us. But we lose to LSU. Mm-hmm. Auburn. Now, we weren't going to the championship, but this was still SEC championship game. We could have been. We probably would have been like top 5 had we beat Auburn. Nick Marshall throws it. It tips off of our guy's hand into their wide receiver. Touchdown.
Oh, that's crazy because that was definitely the week after the kick 6.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't that the week before the kick 6?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Kick 6 was in the Bama game, which is the last game of the year.
Right. Yeah.
And then an SEC championship game.
That's when the shit happened with us.
Oh, okay.
Because had we won, like I say, I think it was like 13. Because this was who was our quarterback? Aaron Murray. This was them years. So we weren't championship, but we was still in that top 15-ish.
Yeah, it was like when they were still losing to Carolina.
Facts.
Okay.
That's all I can think of right now since I've been watching. But either way, I've been waiting so long. Georgia is literally my only Falcons too. Georgia is one of my 2 only teams that have not won.
Georgia, your only hope to see a football championship.
That really is.
Cause at least with the Falcons, they haven't disappointed me this much. They've either just been bad or been good and lost. Georgia has literally given me so much heartache.
So blowing that 25-point lead in the Super Bowl.
So you didn't hear my last sentence, bitch? I clearly said they haven't given me as much.
I'm just saying.
What's a bigger number, 1 or 5?
5.
Then shut your ass up.
Okay.
Shut up. Anywho. I need Georgia to win. I really do.
Y'all just need to make sure that Kirby Smart don't choke, and then your defense show the fuck up.
I'm more worried about like the defense.
That's all I was about to say. If y'all defense,
because if y'all depending on Kirby Smart to win the game for y'all, y'all gonna lose.
Yeah, because Kirby Smart can make all the right calls, but the defense still has to execute.
Yeah, like
it don't matter if he picks literally the greatest plays to counter what Saban's choosing. If the defense don't do it,
he can't out coach Saban.
No.
But the defense can
outplay.
Yeah, they can help him a little bit.
Facts.
Okay. Bryce Young had almost 300 yards in the first half in the championship game.
This is true.
Yeah. So yeah, it's time to. We got to take care of business. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's talk MVPs. Me personally,
I think it's DeMar DeRozan. I'll tell you why. I ain't gonna do it like that.
Well, I was gonna bring up DeMar. Okay, so DeMar is my third right now. He definitely can steal it. It is possible, but DeMar's name needs to be said a lot more than this. Like, I get it, Curry, KD, but at the end of the day, there is a top three in MVP voting, and DeMar, Compton, DeRozan is in that three. Similar plane. Not Joker, not Embiid.
You saying like in top three or just
MVP like candidates for me? Curry, KD, and DeRozan.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said. In those names, I can understand.
Like, yes, there may be some people that deserve like top 5 mention, but nah, what DeRozan is doing, I don't know how old DeRozan is, but I know that nigga is not sports age young, and that man is going crazy. He's 30 something. Once you hit like 31,
but you're not playing like. It really would depend on how you play.
We also got to remember, besides your numbers, where your team is matters, and the Bulls aren't they top 2 in the East right now?
Number 1.
Yeah, see, number 1. So yeah, cause think about it.
No, I was just saying like what you were saying with sports is it would depend on how you play. He doesn't play like super fast. He plays under control at all times, and most of he's an ISO player.
Yeah.
So it's just like half court 1-on-1. You can do that for a bit, like at certain ages. You don't have to do too much as long as you know how to finesse your way into however you move.
Well, of course not. But if a nigga could be playing like John Moran is right now, which we're gonna get to him. But if you 35 and doing it, they're still just calling you an old nigga that can fly.
If you 35 and moving like John Moran, you need to be drug tested. But yeah, like DeRozan is going crazy right now. He got something to prove. I believe the Bulls have a realistic chance to win it all. I do. And it all stays in health and consistency. Because even with us losing, you gotta think, because even when we was losing, we lost DeRozan, and then we lost Zach. We really lost like the whole damn team.
Facts.
The consistency kept up. I think it was well coaching, and then also certain players like when Kobe White came back, he's now playing more efficient as more of a he's not just a scoring shooting guard or a scoring point guard. Like, he looks a lot better, a lot more fluid in the game. He moves in more control in himself. He's not just running up and down the court.
Facts.
So I think all in all, when that comes to winning it all, it's more than just DeRozan balling out or Levine having help. I think it's just, for one, the team believing in each other and they actually playing like it. Lonzo is also the GOAT.
Facts. Look, you'll never get me to disagree anything good when it comes to Lonzo Ball. So
I was more excited about him, and the DeRozan signing surprised me.
Yeah. Like, and I think the good thing about that Bulls team is, even though some of those players are relatively young, they still have experience. Like Levine, he has experience. Lonzo has a little bit of experience. Caruso, he's seen championship. You got DeRozan, who's essentially him and Vucevic are essentially the OGs of the team because I think they came in the same year. If I remember correctly, they were college teammates too. Because I was watching the interview.
Coming in the draft.
Well, I think DeRozan and Vucevic both went to USC. Because when I was listening to a DeRozan interview with Knuckleheads, he said that they had been trying to play with each other for a while.
Oh.
Yes, they've been. Bless you. They've been like
That's what's up,
had that chemistry. Okay. What's the center y'all got? Is it like Patrick something?
Patrick Williams.
He been playing good. He is. See, I ain't know, but I know y'all had that piece. I didn't know he was out. And then Kobe, he's young, but he got that leadership around him. So,
and that's why I hope
crazy.
We don't really, because I'm not saying we have the perfect team right now, but like right now we could use maybe a little help before Patrick Williams being out with his I think he had a wrist surgery. Okay. Just shut him down for the year early.
Yeah.
I was just speaking about that. I think when I was watching the last game, is I can't wait till the whole team is actually healthy. But I do like Derrick Jones Jr. filling in a spot, and it gives us a versatility on the defense.
That boy athletic as a mug.
And he can actually, like, he's smart defensively, and he also offensively he has a little jumper at the 3-point line, and he's in that paint. So
yeah, I like that team.
I can see it.
For me, it's y'all, Miami, and Brooklyn. And even if y'all got to see Brooklyn in the playoffs, if he can't play, if Kyrie can't play home games, y'all better steal them games in Brooklyn.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna
have to.
Yes,
like
you're gonna have to, because I don't care what nobody says about KD. You cannot stop that man. It's impossible. It is impossible.
Yeah, no.
7 foot, you dribble like a point guard. You man.
Yeah. So, but I do think the Bulls. I think Bulls Heat in Brooklyn. Like, I'm not going to count out the Bucks, but I got those 3 over them, and I got all 4 of them over Boston. So yeah.
Damn.
Anywho,
bro, fuck you.
I didn't say that.
I was talking to him.
Oh.
Alright, so in other NBA news, we're finally about to see, after 3 seasons, the return of Klay Squidward Thompson.
Yes.
No thoughts?
He's back.
I went first on the whole Chicago thing. I admit. I think it's gonna be good for them. Hopefully, they bring him in slowly. I know they will, because they basically, even with like Wig, the way he going off, and I can't remember who they have at that 2-guard spot. Or is Wiggins playing the 2? Because I know he's usually a small forward, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because Wiggins usually a 3. I'm trying to think. What position? Well, I don't know. GP2 ain't a starter.
He's not a starter though.
You got
he could.
Damian Lee? No, I think he's a point.
He could be in the 2, couldn't he?
Possibly.
GP?
Oh,
or Damian?
Damian.
I think he could. With Curry on the court, he could play the 2. I can't remember because last time, I don't know. But they have a lot of good young pieces regardless.
Basically put it together, the way they're going to be able to shuffle that, if they can keep it for a couple more years, they're going to put it back at the top.
Yeah.
And I only say that because, like I said, Wiggins is going off the way he's going off, but I don't think that's going to take away from Klay's touches, because you got to remember, they had KD. KD was 100% worse than Wiggins. He basically took over the team. Wiggins is only doing this because Klay's out. And then you got to also think, which I think the more attention you go ahead and take off Wiggins anyway, the better he's going to be.
Very much so. So he's best if he's your 3rd option.
They're going to take off. Now, if they can just keep Wiseman healthy, and
that is the
fact. For the record, I think between Damian Lee and Jordan Poole, both of them are listed at the 2. I think Poole is the starter.
I forgot Poole.
Yeah,
but between them, if they can get Wiseman, make sure he's always healthy, and just get him a little more just prepared in that aspect, they're going to be all right.
Yeah. They definitely have a chance at winning all again.
Because Curry is going off.
Yeah,
so
he really is.
With Curry going off, Clay coming back, Wiggins kind of going off in his own manner.
Draymond being Draymond.
Draymond still Draymond.
Yeah,
they good.
Them boys
real
nasty.
scary. Real scary.
Good.
Speaking of scary, and I mean, I don't see this team winning at all, but if they keep putting pieces around, Ja, greatest missed dunks I've ever seen Morant. Because that man got hurt and came back and still going crazy.
So he got clips of just almost bodies.
Like, that are better than niggas.
They're better
best
than
bodies.
best bodies, yeah. Especially that went over Kevin Love, because
Sheesh.
like, if I was Kevin Love, he would have made that. I would have retired.
Not just Kevin Love. Do you know how many? Have you ever realized how many missed dunks he has over Rudy Gobert?
Bruh, like the whole
I saw like a compilation of missed dunks of I don't know what he has against Rudy Gobert,
It's probably
but he's coming for that nigga head.
That's probably all it is.
Because like low key, I've heard that like Gobert be like talking that shit to like young small point guards.
Yeah, he probably say it in French.
Because you know they ain't never ran into him, but it's like, bro, it ain't never been no job.
No,
Ain't never been somebody that ain't scared to go to the hole no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I love Ja's
Like,
game, bro.
Bro, only pipe back when he drive.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ja is easily like him. I tell you, my favorite young players, dog. Ja, LaMelo, Ant-Man. I'm forgetting two people, but that's my top three like favorite young players because they just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck.
Anthony Edwards is.
And he's hilarious.
He is. He is. I like this new generation of NBA players who have personalities besides this professionalism that a lot of, I would say, I guess, they want them to carry and just act as if you're just, I don't want to say inhuman or robotic, but that's kind of how I get off. And then you got people like Anthony Edwards, and they have this personality that's bright and
that boy is clearly from Atlanta, Georgia. He let you know it. He don't care. I remember they asked him, why doesn't he wear like the NBA gear, any of the stuff? He talking about, I be in the weight room, I be trying to show off what I got. Like, yeah. But Ja could low key he'll probably get most improved player because I don't remember what his stats were, but he's putting up like 27, 6 and 6 right now.
That's good.
That boy got the Grizzlies looking. That's why I say they're not. I don't see them as championship contenders yet. But if they can keep bringing pieces, because when you got Ja there, and you got Dylan Brooks, and you got is it Jaren Jackson?
Yeah.
Him.
Steven Adams.
Yeah, like you can bring some people to that because it's Memphis. Memphis, it's a small market, but when you got players like that,
Ja can help them even create a market.
Exactly.
Create a good free agency for them because who wouldn't
play like Ja Morant?
Exactly, and that's the same way I feel about like Charlotte. You got LaMelo, you got Miles Bridges. He finna get his money. You got Scary Terry. A lot of these small markets, they may not get the biggest of free agents, but I bet you they're gonna get some shockers.
Yeah. Like I said, I was shocked at DeRozan signing.
Yeah.
I knew that we wanted Lonzo. I knew it was like a couple other things they were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Knew about DJJ, even though that was late, but that DeRozan one, I thought, because I don't think we traded for him.
No, y'all did. Because remember, the shocker was you didn't have to trade marketing. Although y'all did end up trading him, but it wasn't to us.
Oh, you see? But I seen that and I was like, oh yeah. And then they were saying that we wouldn't be able to really get it work. I knew.
I don't know why someone thought that shit.
Well, at first, because you gotta think the way Zach had to play in his years in Chicago, there's a lot of ISO ball. So he has to have the ball in his hand. That's what it looks like. You have a point guard like Lonzo who
doesn't need the ball in his hand.
doesn't need the ball in his hand, but can be ball dominant for the right reasons.
And now that his 3-point percentage done
skyrocketed. Now you have a really ISO wing that can pass. Because you gotta remember when he was in San Antonio, it was like 6-7 assists.
Yeah, and he was playing. Heck, it got to a point after Aldridge left, he was playing more 4 than he was the 3.
And that's also because the league is changing to like smaller 4s.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I think he came in the league as a 2, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Him and Patrick Williams like the same height. I think they're all like 6'6", 6'7". Patrick Williams 6'7", 6'8".
And I think what was always slept on, people felt like DeRozan couldn't shoot threes. No, that just wasn't his game. He always could shoot the 3.
But he loves that mid-range.
And he'll dunk on your bitch ass.
That mid-range. Well, he's not as athletic as he used to be.
He'll still dunk on the bitch.
I'm about to say, he's
so aggressive with that.
I mean,
you seen him dunk on the bitch?
Look, he got one of the greatest missed dunks too. You remember the Olympics? He went for that 360.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dunk on the bitch real quick.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, you can lose some of your athleticism.
I can't wait for
We seen Richard Jefferson at like 36 body somebody. So what you think DeMar DeRozan?
That nigga should have retired.
Ben retired? Yeah.
Ain't no way, bro.
Yeah. I guess the last NBA player I just want to say something about Joel Embiid. I need you to, as a fan, this is coming from a fan here. I need you to go to the 76ers front office and tell them, trade Ben or trade me. Because you healthy right now. We know you kind of injury prone. We need results, okay? If the process ain't supposed to stop. And the Philly already fucked up by letting people know they don't want Ben. That's why they lost so much leverage. But that's why they lost so much leverage. They shouldn't have been like, hey, we don't want him. I mean, he's our brother. Now give us 10 picks for him. No, we know y'all don't want him. So now y'all gotta settle.
Philly sitting there looking like the Patriots with Gilmore. Stupid fuckers.
Like,
very much so.
I know that Ben be on some bullshit, but he still
on some bullshit.
What, are you disagreeing?
Bro, he been on
just traded.
Not as bad as that last playoff series. He ain't never been on that bad of bullshit.
But
that man was like, I got a free dunk pass.
It's crazy because I was looking at his stats and his stats have progressively gotten worse each year over the past 3 years.
Shit, I saw a stat. He missed more free throws last season
than he took.
Than Steve Nash missed in his whole career.
Well, I mean, in Ben's slight defense, Steve Nash was different at that free throw.
I mean, he was like a 90-something, but whole career, nigga. It's not even like they went to the finals. They lost what? The second round?
Yeah.
You know how many free throws you had to, like, bruh. What? Bruh, get Ben Simmons the fuck out of here. Only thing that nigga's good for is on 2K. Cause I ain't gonna lie, on 2K, he is OP.
But then I hate when he come out with these workout videos and he's shooting these fucking mid-range and threes and step backs and all this shit. Like,
bro, I'm nice as fucking the empty gym.
Okay, but you gotta, if you practice it, why not do it in the play? Why not do it on?
Because he's
a
scared.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'll be the first nigga to get cut off a 10-day contract one day in. Bro, you can't shoot 37 shots in the first half.
Why not? The NBA has changed. Meanwhile, Ben Simmons won't shoot one.
At all.
He'd be like,
Bobby, you only played 17 minutes. Like,
you suck. Therefore, you gotta multiply by 2, and that's how many threes you're supposed to take.
But wait, you let Westbrook do it though.
I mean, it's Westbrook.
Who gonna say something to Westbrook?
Did you not see Westbrook was be ready to square up with anybody?
That is true. That is very true. He don't care.
And Bobby do too, which is why he get to take so many threes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But yeah, I mean that's all I really got from the NBA. Because I mean, like I said, my team, we trying to get right, but
And while
we
LeBron
ain't
James still good.
I'm 36.
Set.
He is 37 now.
Your boy elite. They not. Brian's 37 and lead the league in 30 points.
I'm about to say, he putting up numbers too.
To lose.
Yeah,
And it's like hasn't played enough
they
to
thought
even
Westbrook was
qualify
the answer. And
Bro, they should have knew Westbrook wasn't the fucking
as
answer.
soon as they got Westbrook, that was like, bro, that's not.
But they got Westbrook to
That's
take
like,
the heat off of AD.
and it still didn't work.
How? Why would you do that?
No, because now you can blame Westbrook instead of looking at AD.
This nigga's forever out for 2 weeks.
My problem is AD is the one that's supposed to step up.
Cause see,
This is true.
okay, this is a scenario.
Oh.
Based off of ability, Anthony Davis is arguably the best player in the league. Would you actually rank him top 5 right now?
No.
Like ability,
Ability.
skill, he's better than Giannis. But I'm taking Giannis 9 days out the week before AD.
Because first of all, AD gonna miss 3 of them days.
Right.
Yes. He really is.
And then he's gonna have a bad game, one of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
It's not even gonna be like a bad one. It's gonna be like average.
And it's like this is
seems
not
to be average.
this is not to like excuse Westbrook at all, but it's like
You're AD.
But-
You supposed to be top 3.
you literally should
He was
be
when New Orleans his first couple years. He was top.
I just want to point out before you continue, there was a point that they tried to call him Baby Tim Duncan or he'll be as good as Tim. Yeah, I've been told y'all shut the fuck up. Now y'all are realizing that y'all should have shut the fuck up.
I thought he was gonna play that like that every year, and play
if he would've
75
tried.
plus games a year.
Bro, that
Boy gonna
nigga.
beat Tim.
Here's the thing, that nigga AD will get the ball in the post, have Earl Boykins behind him. They be like, post him up, AD. He
Nah, I don't want that.
You
Fade.
go do a step back fade.
like, bruh.
Too tall for that, bro. Tall
Matter of
for that,
fact,
bro.
enough for AD. I gotta give out a shut the fuck up award today.
Shut the fuck up award?
Yes. You know who deserves the shut the fuck up award today? Carl Anthony Towns. Woo! Because this nigga said that he was the best shooting big man of all time. Here's the issue.
I mean,
Is he though?
listen.
I'm just saying.
So
Dirk.
So Dirk
If
not a
my
foe.
woman was Jordan Woods.
He does have Jordan Woods.
We're talking about this shooting,
I don't
not
give a
shooting the
fuck. I
club
don't
up.
give a fuck.
Bruh, he winning. He has Jordan Woods.
He's winning. That man winning.
Nah, see,
He's-
Tristan already had that. You ain't winning if you get this.
Okay, no. We're not gonna give Tristan that. We're not gonna give
Talk
Tristan
about
not
Tristan. You don't
that.
know what team
Because
he's
literally he went to fucking court. I mean, he went to fucking Chloe. So I don't give a fuck about that shit.
But he cheated with Jordan while with Chloe.
And that's cool.
That's cool, but still he went to a fucking Kardashian though.
Bruh,
We
You
just
can't-
apologize to him.
Exactly.
They probably fucked again.
You know he did.
That's
still is.
Bro, this man got a whole ass fucking baby and still fucking Chloe on the side.
It's only funny because how you gonna say that the side? Ain't they married?
Whatever.
How do wife become the side? This nigga just said, nah, Chloe's the collard greens.
Because when he got caught
what he
cheating the
said.
first
And that's what
time,
he treated him
he
like.
literally said, he basically said in nigga terminology, I'm not gonna stop fucking. Like, ain't nobody in this room think this nigga was gonna be loyal.
No, of course not. But here's the thing. Enough of, okay, yes, he's winning because he got Jordan Woods. But once again, he got to shut. Because here's the thing. I don't even, let's not even go as high as KG, Dirk, Duncan. Nigga, you don't shoot better than Chris Bosh. You don't shoot better than LaMarcus Aldridge. Who else is a big? Nah, Karolinko was a 3.
Kevin Love.
You do not shoot better than Kevin. You the third. Kevin Love's a 4.
Yeah, it was a 4.
Karolinko played the 3 because Memino Kerr. No, Boozer was the 4. and then Okur was the 5. You remember he was on the same team with Boozer. Who did I just say? Kevin Love. You aren't even the best shooting Timberwolf big man. You the 3rd when it comes to that. And you tried to say I'm the best. Had you said today, I would have said, you know what? Whether I agree or not, he can debate that.
Kevin Love's still in the league.
Well, I would only say it because Kevin Love don't get as much PT as he used to. He don't play as much as he used to. But
he's playing better.
He played a lot better than he
last couple seasons, Kevin Love been straight ass chips. But had he said today, I wouldn't have been mad. But you said all time. You not even top 10.
The conviction in your face is just so real.
Like, come on. Come on, man. He couldn't even set up his franchise.
And it's crazy because like you name straight big names and we forget, and it's like you forget like people like Rasheed Wallace.
Right.
Oh my God! I didn't say Rasheed. I feel God. Rasheed is literally the reason my victory lap jersey is 30. Yeah, not Curry, Rasheed. Yeah, I didn't say, I'm sorry, Rasheed Wallace. You probably will never see this. I should have said to you, you don't shoot better than Rasheed. You don't shoot better than Jermaine O'Neal. You probably don't shoot. Nah, I might have to give him Chris Webber because Webber wasn't shooting threes.
Where was Brian at? Ryan Scalabrine. Was he a 3?
He was a 4. Oh, you definitely don't shoot better than the Red Mamba. Wait.
White Mamba.
No, wait, that's right. Matt Bonner was the Red Mamba. Someone else you don't shoot better than.
Not at all.
Matt Bonner was leading 3-point percentage in a league with Stojakovic, Young Curry, like, bruh, shut the fuck up. Alright, before we get into the greatest segment since sliced bread, I want to first...
Sliced bread is pretty amazing. Just imagine if you tried to make
bread and cheese when I get home.
Just imagine you tried to make the sandwiches. No,
and you had to cut your bread slices every time you wanted the sandwich.
Either that, or it was just like,
or you just got to eat it with the loaf.
Episode will be an hour long. This is exactly.
Alright, count of 3. Grilled cheese and PB&J. 1, 2, 3.
Grilled cheese.
PB&J.
Deadass.
Nigga, that's some high shit.
Bro, that shit be bussin'.
I've never tried it, but
I never tried it.
Alright, but alright, so before we get into the greatest segment, we have to say rest in peace to the legendary Betty White. She passed, what was it, New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
99 years old. I want to say her birthday was like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She was so close to hitting that 100-yard line. Unfortunately, the Rams defense stopped the Titans again. So, yeah.
Ah, damn. I like how you slid that in there, boy. That was a good one, though, bro.
Damn, Quan, that's fucked up.
Nah, you fucked up.
He writes my jokes.
No. Nah.
But as cliche as it is to say, Betty White, thank you for being a friend.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. She was one of the best.
That's a fact.
They're back together again.
All 4.
That's a fact. All the Golden Girls are, up there in the Golden Gates, chilling, talking shit as they usually do.
Yeah.
I know Blanche is hitting somebody with some Southern Belle insults.
Of course.
So yeah,
that's a beautiful thing, man. Either way it go, like, cause I don't ever want to see like when people be sad and stuff. Cause I don't want to be like, oh well, no, she was an older woman. Like, I feel like in these times, like her best friends were already in that area, so
yeah, I just want her to hit 100 so bad. I'm like, she was right there.
Like, and if anybody deserved to be 100,
Betty White.
Betty White definitely.
Betty White fucking deserved it.
Facts, but back to positive news. Let's get into Black excellence. So I'm gonna start it off. I'm going to go with some people that helped raise me as a kid, and that will be the superstars of And1 mixtape. Ayo was always my favorite. Hot Sauce, another And1 legend. 50, Half Man, Half Amazing. Helicopter. Spider. It's Air up there. There's a lot of And1 legends I grew up on. Escalade, rest in peace to him. I know there's plenty of names I'm forgetting because, like I say, there were a lot.
Got my boy Skip.
Yep, Skip to my Lou. Like these were the facts.
Smooth. Besides
yeah.
Professor.
Yeah, like I said, these are. I just want to shout out to the And1 mixtape because that was definitely a great time in history, and some guys that helped raise me. And I actually was just at Second to Charles yesterday and ran up on And1 mixtape volume. It's either 6 or 7, whichever one the professor was introduced on. That's the one I actually just found in the store. So yeah, I know Professor's not black, but I mean, shout out to him because he also helped raise me. So it is what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, I proudly had some And1 shoes, And1 shirts, shorts.
I mean, I still got And1 shorts.
Walmart and And1, they make some real quality, like, just clothing.
Yeah.
Especially, like, if you need some good stuff to, like, work out in and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, inexpensive and it's hella durable.
I don't have it right now, but I wouldn't mind getting some. And little known tidbit, Vince Carter in the 2000 Slam Dunk contest was wearing a pair of And1s.
So if I wear And1s, I can do like 2000 Vince Carter?
Yeah.
On a little tights.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
No. You can't.
I'm about to go get some. Yeah. You want to go some And1s?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You better go some And1s.
It was just my birthday.
I got
This
you, bro.
is true.
Got you, bro. Yep.
Wait, yeah, I didn't even mention that, man. Shout out to the nigga in the back. His birthday was actually New Year's. You know, he was a blessing coming into a new year.
That's a fact.
All right, who's next?
Sure, shut up.
Who's next? Go,
Alright,
go.
Speaking of street ball, my black excellence would be my man's Kyrie. Only because for basically steady your ground and keep your job. No matter how you seen it, because he was still under contract, they didn't just release him.
Right.
He's just not allowed to play in the state apparently because of vaccinations, so and all that. And understandably, he told them he's not doing it. So they was like, "Well, I guess you ain't playing."
And now they like,
And
we
now
need
like,
you.
Hey, cuz
We kind of need you.
kind of need you. Niggas getting sick. But in all seriousness, like basically standing his ground and telling him he's not getting vaccinated, like it's either you lose your job or not even your job, but you lose your dream. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, all right. And yet they still found a reason, like, well, I guess you could just play away games. So even if at the end of the day you still kept your job, even though they tried to give you an ultimatum, you stood on your own feet, your own two, did what you wanted to do and what you felt like was right for you, and they still kept you, and they still paying you.
In fact, you're not cutting out talent like that.
Hey, shout out, not to cut you off, but shout out the Nets. Because it's not too many other, like in the NBA in general, it's not too many other leagues who would have still been on the team. Like a lot of these, you know, like if he was in the NFL,
There's still some in there.
if he was in the NFL, he probably would have got cut or traded.
Man, the NFL would have tried to hung his ass.
Yeah, probably the same for like the NFL, the NHL, Major League Baseball, but like shout out
NASCAR,
the Nets and NBA just for not just cutting.
Facts.
I mean, yeah, they was like, I mean, we ain't gonna cut you. Your ass ain't about to get paid.
That is true.
We ain't gonna cut you.
Yeah.
Alright. So my black excellence, it was gonna be a street ball, but I just actually thought about it and
Okay, off camera, Cam.
Yeah, so mine is actually going to be a shout out to Bobby Lashley for WWE. Only reason why he is my Black Excellence is because of the fact of, as a fan of wrestling, and I've been a fan of wrestling ever since I was like a kid, but I understand, I know it's fake. But as a fan of wrestling, we're finally getting the dream match that everybody has been wanting to see, which is Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship.
I will admit, I did want that matchup back when Lashley was
saying
first
that.
in WWE.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
that's what I want to see.
Yes, that is literally a dream match that fans have been waiting for because they've always wondered, could Bobby Lashley coming out of MMA and into WWE, could he actually beat Brock Lesnar? In a scripted match though, but could he actually beat him?
I mean, at the end of the day, for me, I don't keep up with it, but if it's entertaining, it's entertaining.
Exactly.
Because even when I was a kid and I found out it was scripted, as long as y'all entertaining me, I'm
That
gonna
was the real
watch.
reason.
Yeah, that was
I
it.
found out it was scripted. I ain't care. Like,
It's always fake.
so niggas is still flipping off the top.
So is all these asses out here. We still love them.
That is very
I
true.
wasn't thinking about wrestling and looking at ads at the same time.
I mean, if you talking about goddamn Naomi, then yes, I am.
That's a fact. Like
Who was that?
the WWE divas have come so far.
Exactly. Oh my god.
I don't know about this stuff.
Naomi,
Especially like
Bianca
all
Belair,
WWE divas.
Nia Jax.
But anyways, yeah. Shout out. That's not where he was going. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Bobby. You know, he is #1 contender for the WWE Championship. He about to face Brock Lesnar on January.
What contender for the championship?
Yeah, he #1.
Okay.
We ain't say that.
Might be everywhere.
From being in the back to being the #1 contender.
Exactly.
That's what happened when you don't add him into the fraction.
Exactly. But shout out.
Okay,
to,
so I motivated him.
I gotta go fake fight.
yes, you do. But yeah, you gotta fake fight and win this title. You know,
That's a fact.
that's what you gotta do. But yeah, shout out to Bobby Lashley though.
Facts. Well, alright, man. I feel like this has been another great episode.
Shout out.
Uh-oh.
Even though I really can't stand these niggas, shout out Mike Tomlin. 15 years,
Ooh.
no losing record as a head coach.
That's a good one.
I do like that.
That was a beautiful.
I do like that
right there. I
is
like
pretty
that.
dope.
A lot of people don't like him. There's
It's
some
still a good
moments that we
accolade.
ain't gonna talk about. But
Everybody got moments.
like,
They human.
shout out.
Everybody's different.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
And he got one of my favorite TikTok sounds, that whole, we do not care.
And that's a fact.
I bet. I know. I think this was a good episode, man. Before we get out of here, I just got one question. Ladies, are you really into big guys? Or are you going to call me Gerald Levert when you're mad?
What?
If you going to drive, don't drink. And if you going to drink, don't drive. DUI.
What the
We
fuck?
out.